Hi, Scarlett. Good to see you.
Hi, Kelly. Pleasure to see you.
Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning for us to have a bit of conversation to find out your thoughts and what you're expecting from the upcoming IC show in February next year. And obviously, Scarlett, as head of collaboration at Futuresource, I bet there's quite a few things that you're looking forward to seeing when in Barcelona.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's going to be a lot of hot topics on the show floor. Dominantly, we hear a lot of chat about AI. It's been a real buzzword on all show floors this year and during all the conversations I'm having with vendors, with channel partners. But I'm also expecting to hear an increasingly strong narrative around sustainability. So at last year's event, we saw vendors like Kinderman and Logitech really hammering home the messaging around the sustainability piece. But I fully expect to see this again, if not at a higher rate, especially as in many countries, especially across Europe, vendors can't even get on the tender list for projects if they don't have a really strong green message and ESG credentials.
Right. Oh, cool. I think you're not alone on some of those couple of trends that we're all looking forward to seeing. So Scarlett, how many ISEs have you actually been to?
So 2025 will actually be my second ISE. I was a first timer last year, and I was really blown away by the sheer scale and size of last year's event, as it was really kind of high volumes and much bigger than I expected. You can get an idea of it from the show floor plans and looking online, but until you're really there, feet on the ground, you don't really get a true understanding of the high scale and massive volumes that we see come through the show floor. And from what I'm hearing and what I understand, the event is really starting to approach pre-pandemic levels in terms of attendance, which is great to see for the AV industry as a whole.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you're right. When you're on the show floor, you really get a feel for when you're actually walking down the aisles and you see the amount of people and hearing all the conversations that are being had. Cool. Um,
Absolutely.
right, so you've given us an insight into some of the top trends that you're anticipating at next year's show. So with that then, are there any challenges and opportunities that you foresee AV professionals actually attending the show?
I think in terms of opportunities, ISE is a really great chance to network with like-minded individuals and meet those contacts that maybe you've only seen virtually in this kind of hybrid work environment. In terms of the main challenges, those really tend to be logistical in terms of traveling to and from the event and really finding enough time to get in all your meetings and having a very blocked calendar and taking time for yourself as well amongst all of that.
Definitely. Right. So then obviously Scarlett, with the nature of Futuresource as an analyst, statistics and data is really, really kind of key. So with that, are you able to share any stats or findings that you can highlight from growth areas within the industry?
Yeah, sure. So we've recently published some updated video conferencing numbers. So we expect video conferencing market volumes to increase by 8% from 2024 to 2025. And that figure includes a number of different form factors, including video bars, meeting room cameras, controllers, compute, and integrated codec as well. What we're expecting to see is that video bars will have the most growth because what we're hearing is that all-in-one models really represent a cost-effective way for companies to equip meeting rooms, both with audio and video functionality as well.
Great. Cool. And then I guess really just finding out more about kind of what when you're at the show, and for anybody who's where 2025 is going to be a new show for themselves, or they just want to kind of hear a quick tip, what would you say would have to be your number one tip for actually surviving a show the scale of ISE?
Yeah, I think definitely my number one tip is to wear comfortable shoes and also pack a spare pair in the evening because your feet will thank you. I'd also recommend bringing snacks and water as you never know how busy your day will be, and never turn down a drink of water if you're offered one on a stand as well.
Definitely, definitely. I completely agree with you on the snacks and water. Keep yourself hydrated and yeah, long days but good days. Cool. Oh,
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Oh, well, thank you so much for that, Scarlett. It was really interesting to hear some of your thoughts as we lead into ISE, and definitely some good tips there that I'm sure everybody's going to find really helpful.
No problem at all. Thank you for having me, Kelly.
It's great to catch up.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care.